Well, Turbo World Headquarters Turbo. Mate, it is pissing down. Saturday night, supposed to be drag racing tomorrow. And yeah, we'll wait and see, eh? I had AB come over and help me scale the car up, so I just wanted to check. We got it pretty much spot on with him in it, so I just had to give it a couple of little tweaks with me in it. But it's gone pretty good. Pretty happy. Ooh. Get my fat ass in the car. So yeah, pretty happy. Now all we need is a range stop. So we'll see what happens with that. Probably won't make a call about going to the day until the morning. I'll go and get some sleep. It's about, I don't know, what is it now? About 1 o'clock. I'll go and get a few hours sleep and I'll make a call about 8 o'clock. It's going to take me a while to pack the car up, so still got to mix up some fuel. But yeah, well done AB. Pretty much spot on, mate. Old Turbo World Headquarters Turbo. Wow, I should have stayed home today. Oh, well, not really. always believe there's someone up there looking out for you. So to my grandma, I know you're looking out for me today. I can tell you right now. If I'd gone down the track, well, just a little backstory. It was piddling down, like I said last night, all day, and then I said I wouldn't make a call on going to the track until the morning just to see what it was like, and then it just rained here consistently right up until about 9 o'clock, and I thought, oh, I don't know, I'm not too keen to go down there. So I needed to check out the new tow rig anyway, so we loaded the car up, towed down there just to see how the car went. Used the time down there to start the car, muck around, play around with a bit of the tune, because Motec, I think the hold up was with Oz Post, so I sent an overnight bag. It took 7 days to get there, so to Melbourne. So there's no way that those injectors were going to be flowed and data sent back to me. So probably a lucky thing, because we just mucked around down there. Jane and myself fiddled around with some figures in there and got one of Mick's old tunes and mucked around with it. So got it running quite well. And then luckily, because if it had run okay, and for some reason I left my license at home. I had it in on the computer and left my Android license and all the documentation at home. So the guy said, oh, you should have just done a stat deck. And it was just one of those things that held me back. And for some reason, I just didn't feel it. So I didn't, other than mucking around playing with the tune and pissing all my neighbours off, revving it up and mucking around with it, starting it and stopping it and starting it. That's all I really felt the need for down there. So, and then on one of the last runs, we had a low fuel pressure. One of the last fire-ups, we had a low fuel pressure warning come up on the dash, and I went and had a look and it said 0. And I thought, oh, the sensor's shit itself. It's still running, it's running fine, it's revving up okay. So it's obviously just running on enough fuel in there, but I'll show you what happened. Luckily for me, it was one of the dodgiest things that was ever supplied with the car when I first bought it. And yeah, this is what happens to Dodge. This is what happens to Dodge when I can get it. So yeah, that's the old hex drive on the back of the oil pump, just running the enderly, and snappo. So she was getting no fuel pressure because there was no pump turning. And anyway, that saved the day, mate, because I tell you what, if I'd got a tune in it and had my shit together, I would have just sent that down the track, mate, and that probably could have cost me a motor. So someone's looking out for me, and I was happy just to go down there, start it up, get it running clean, and on the 800, so I know where to start with next time. And then when if we stay with the billet atomizers, but we'll see what the deckers do when they're in there. And yeah, but there you go. Sometimes don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush, and if your gut's not feeling it, just don't do it. So that's saved me God knows what sort of damage to an engine. So there you go, and that's it for a little while. So we're going to be parked up. It was good day down there. There was a few back out. Lindsay Catalano had his car rebuilt, so good on you, Lindsay. Glad to see you took my quip about breaking a few eggs to make an omelette on, with good humour. So no, good to see you guys back down there. And the McClure family had the new Tory out. What a weapon! I'll put some footage in here of the guys. They had to do some familiarisation with it and showing promise straight away, that car. So look out, that's gonna run some numbers, that thing. And I saw Top Sportsman on the side of it. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. I know they want to run Group 2, so they might just iron out a few bugs in it, and then they'll run Group 2 in that car. It's going to be looks killer rolling around in the pits. The family looks killer. They're the full deal, so good on you guys. I think it went $790 at the end of the day. with nothing on board, just a real soft tune in it. I think Bailey said it went 114 in the 60. Might be wrong, I'll have to check what he said, but yeah, killer. So all in all, I didn't get to see much else. I was too busy just doing treating it like a shed day down there. So anyway, we'll get down there eventually as soon as we can. It'll be after the 6th, which is good in a way because it'll give me time to sort this thing out. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you a bit later. I'll put some footage in of the McClures because I did get some, and yeah, beauty. See you later. El Turbo, Banana Motorplex, World Headquarters. We brought the car down. As you can see in the background, it was a pretty shitty, rainy night, and we thought we'd come down here and make a lot of noise and start pissing the neighbours off. And luckily we did. Mucking around with the tune out, and I lost fuel pressure. I thought, the sensor's probably gone. It's been in there a while. Bag of fuel, pump's hanging off. Broke the little adapter onto the Peterson, so luckily it's a good find for us. We haven't done any damage, so if I'd seen zero oil pressure, zero fuel pressure during the run, I would have automatically thought it was the sensor. Probably stayed into it with the pump hanging off the back of the motor, so it's pretty much the only dodgy thing that was ever supplied to me. Heavily modified, machined to fit the Endley onto the back of the Peterson, so I'm not surprised that it's the thing that set us down, so we'll have to source another one but pull it out and see if we've done any damage to the back of the hex drive on the pump. And yeah, so that's it. No real action from down here, but have a look at the sky. Delivered pretty good. Had to put old girl back in there, so we just ran her on the back of the trailer today, and yeah, so we'll go and see the McClures when they tow back. They've been here with their killer Torana, and I'll get a bit of shit talk with them. See you later. Boys, loving it. 790 with nothing on board. Weapon. It's gonna go straight. Weapon.
That was fucking mint.
What'd you go, mate?
114 to the 60. Then went a 798. Faster than the missus, so that's all that matters. I stop copping shit on Facebook now, and faster than Bailey.
Oh, crack a car, mate.
Stuff it.